Hi dear viewers, we are going to take care of the rest of the project that we have already started, and now we are going to design one of the other images that we have on our hand. Personally, I'm going to see which one of these designs can be applied and set up on the final project. Okay, if you agree, we are going to design this page, the page that begins with this top. Of course, we have two images here, one sign up light and one sign up dark. Doesn't make any difference, of course. We can set up each one of these that we want. Here is the constant, or the part that doesn't change. This is where it needs to be removed, so I delete these. Okay, so that we can see how things are. This is a layer that comes as a key, and as you can see, it works perfectly alright. But what we need to do here is to use a sign in and sign up and a few other options, and finally the continue button, so that we can move on with the rest of the project. So finally I use these buttons here, but I need to use a smaller size, so I reduce the size like this. I set this here, and in fact set this up over here like this. I make it smaller. Alright, and here it is. We set it over here. What I do is to use the next button, so I make a copy out of it and set it here. Of course, let me first move it over there, have a complete format here, so that we are able to have a more beautiful shape. Okay, like that. But the next button here like this, and finally the background that we have, I want to make the color brighter so that it shows the inactivity. Okay, that's up to here. Okay, let's see what we got. We have three inputs called name, email, and password. Okay, and we can use these for input or as inputs quite easily. We can take care of that. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, we'd better design these rather than using the one we have up there. Reset it here. Okay, like this. I don't want it to have a border, and I use this item, I use this color. Or we'd better, instead of using this color, opt for another option. We can use these ones, we can use this color, and finally the gray color that is here I add as well. And finally, let's see what we got. I can have this as well. I gave it the size 25. Let us make some adjustments. Okay, here I set it as the first item. What was it? Name, email, and password. We should not forget that these contain shadows or shades as well, and shadow that needs to be given to them. I give the shadow. It would be a bit darker compared to the previous one. And let's see, I set it here, and the white value is like this. We can have a border as well, but we need to change the color like this, or we can use the same yellow color. The user may have focused on the input and wants to enter some values as input. I can use the same color, but we change it a bit like this layer itself. If you have paid attention, as you see on the background, the input has a shadow, the Y4 or position 4, and the blur, which it contains 19, and it is using this color code at 8%, so I use the same. Okay, we don't want it to have a border. I give it this color code with number 8 and blur 16. Okay, and 4. That is the foyer is set at 4. As you can see, the image, it's not very clear here. It's a bit blurred, so we need to give it the borders to make it stand out as it needs to be, and so that the user knows what it says. Username, type username, I set it here. Okay, in light, I reduce the opacity a bit so that the user knows what he is going to enter. I set the opacity on 18, and let me increase it to 18. Okay, so that we know how this is going to happen. Okay, that's up to here. I make some copies from this, okay, with different spaces. So username, password. Okay, let's see what we got over here. And finally, email. Like this, I can include those items. So I modify these, sign in. Alright, and sign. Okay, alright, sign up. And now we are on the sign up page, so I set it up like that. And this item or image, I try to change it like this so that we understand what's going on. And finally, let's see what we got over here. Here we can add a signifier or indicator from here. I use a signifier, a sign, so that as soon as the user adds something, then the username input is going to be like that. Okay, and finally the button that we were going to set here, I use this and exactly this. Okay, I set it here. Here I write register, like this, so that by hitting the register button, the user can go to this page like that. Alright, that's the page that we needed to design, and we accomplished the job perfectly. And up to here, we have included everything that was needed to be set on the project. Okay, the key that is here is constant. You don't need to apply some changes on. The simpler the page, the better the user experience would be, and the final outcome that we have on our hand. Imagine on this page, and now from my point of view, it is a very complicated and busy page, the blue color could be lighter. I copy this. If I want to set it on this page like this, I go back on the arrangement. I can let the yellow color, but a very light one like this. Yeah, the yellow color should be a bright one. The image that we want can be had like that. Okay, and again, you need to be careful that what you are designing is one of the leads the users to this purpose. And if you don't design this page like that, it's going to make things complicated. Now on these inputs you can apply some changes, some necessary changes. If I change it to white, for instance, change the color as white, this would be much better compared to a gray color. I can even remove the border so that you can see it clearly. As you see, it would be much more different from what we had before. Up to the moment I remove the pointer, so I remove the pointer so that you can have a better view and understanding of things. You get the better and more beautiful results, of course, through some trials and errors. Designing is all about trials and errors, and apply them on your pages. We have other pages as well. Imagine the payment page that you have. We can easily check the payments quite easily. And now I am going to design the sign up page. Okay, let's take care of that sign up light that I have designed. I'm going to make it more exciting, give it some kind of animation to make things more interactive and more suited to the user's experience. Okay, when we click on the sign in, the items are going to be had in two formats, just the username or password, for instance. Of course, we need to be careful that many items need to be designed so that the user won't be misled. These are very important points to be taken into account. Okay, here what I do is to design this page like this. What we do is to make a copy out of this. Alright, so that's what we do, okay, like that, and we'll replace these. How are we going to do that? Like this. Here the color code is changed, yeah, and I use this. Okay, now what I do is to apply some changes here. The sign in needs to be like this, and the opposite, sign up, will be included like that. And imagine right now you are on the sign in page, and here the word register should be changed to log in. We take care of the alignment, and finally some items need to be deleted. Okay, which items need to be deleted? I remove the email section so that I would only have this page. And now what we do is, using the prototypes, we join these two pages and add some animation effects to them. That wouldn't be so difficult to accomplish. Okay, right now I choose the prototype. When we are on the sign in page, we need to have this page shown. I set the transition as auto animate, and when we are here we need to have this page shown to us like that. Very well, I save this and hit the play button. As you see here, we sign in like that and sign up. Okay, let's see, like this. We wanted to give these some pages so that we could see how they are. Now imagine the user has not added anything as an input. Here is empty, so to speak, blank. Nothing has been added. The user has not added anything in as inputs. If no value has been added here, we are going to have a message box shown us or shown to us over here. What does the message box says? And it is going to say add your own information, that is add your username and password, which are required from him. Okay, I copy this again, but here I am going to go inside the page like that. For instance, here I am going to have a frame. Yeah, a frame would be had with this size. I don't want it to have a border. The size would be 25, and with the large opacity, the opacity would be large. We can give it a shadow as well, like this. Okay, but here the shadow would be a bit more conspicuous. Yeah, okay. We can use object blur. Here we can blur the background pages. Okay, I don't set this on object. Alright, here I reduce the size. Okay, and exactly I set it here. I'll copy one of these tags and I set them here at the center. I do the alignment, take care of the alignment so that I will be able to have it at the center. I say user, yep, or password is blank. Like that. User or password is blank. I can move it, give it a color, give it a red color, but a different red, like that. Here I can have it like this. It found something wrong with blank. Apparently, there was no problem. Yeah. Okay, like this. Now, when we click on the login button, what I want is to have this message box shown to me. I go to the prototype. I hit the prototype on this page, and here I hit auto animate, set the trigger key and the gamepad. Very well. Again, of course, I am going to have an item here so that when it is clicked, it will go back to the former page, or I can have a text over here like that. The text says user or password is blank. That's what it says. Blank, not blank. And I am going to set the prototype in the back. When it clicks on them, it is going to go back to the main page. Very well. That's what we got up to here. Here I set the design like that and play. Okay, as you see, the sign up, I either click on the login, nothing happens. Why? Let's see why nothing happens. Here we have a prototype like that, and okay, I entered the wrong information. Let's see. Well, we need to set it in the tab mode so that we won't have that problem. Okay, I set it here. Let's see what we got. Again, I play it and see how it works. Okay, sign in, log in, and now it is okay. No problem with it right now. Here, if I hit the login button, it shows me the message user and password is blank, not blank. So up to here we have analyzed different stages of the work, and we noticed how simple everything is to use triggers and animations in our projects and make things more exciting. Okay, we move on with the rest of the project in the next video. Stay with me.